Good evening and welcome to BBC Radio 4. Our top story tonight. The Crown Court has ruled that Raoul Marx, who was convicted last January of the torture and murder of 9 women between the years 2012 and 2019, will face the death penalty following November's referendum reintroducing capital punishment. Under new legislation, Mr. Marx is entitled to religious counsel whilst on death row, reportedly requesting his family's parish vicar, Reverend James Martin. The method of Marx's execution is due to be debated in the House of Commons later this month.
I remember the chip paint on the walls and the smell of cheap metal as I walked down the hall. It wasn't clinical like I thought it would be. It was industrial. A factory that takes in broken men and throws out, well, the same men, only older and a lot more helpless. I kept turning corners and walking through bolted security doors. And there he was. This man, this monster. I looked at him and I saw myself. A young, scared man searching for salvation. When I sought it, I found you. And now that he's seeking it, here I am. That's a lot for anyone to take on. He said that he hoped the end would bring him some peace from the evil, he said. Peace from the evil. I'm not sure whether he meant the evil in the media that wanted nothing more than to watch a slow, painful, humiliating death, or the evil within. I'm not sure what's more deserving. Death and an eye for an eye, or life, living with the devil inside you.
More on this story as it develops. Now, today marks the second week of debate in the House of Commons over the method in which Raoul Marx is to be executed, with a number of MPs from both sides of the bench calling for Marx to be hanged. This comes amid reports of an increasing number of protests occurring across the UK after the deaths of 3 more women have been linked to Mr. Marx before he was taken into custody. If Parliament is able to settle on a method, Raoul Marx could face execution as early as next month.
I've been thinking, should it hurt when he dies? Where's the justice in just falling asleep? Where's the punishment without pain? I've been thinking a lot about this. Should punishment therefore be measured by how loud we scream, how much we suffer at the hands of our prosecutors? To torment them is cruel, but to give pity is to emancipate them. How then should we punish them? The faith and assurance that they'll be punished after death seems so inconsequential. He didn't kill and mutilate 12 innocent women in heaven or in hell. He did it here, on earth, for 7 years. And we have to stand on faith that he'll suffer either in prison or for eternity somewhere else. Call me wicked and call me cruel, but that doesn't seem like enough. Here is a man of absolute evil, true evil in front of us. Ask yourself, is that deserving of our pity? Of our mercy? In choosing to let him live, are we doing it out of our own morality or cowardice? Afraid we'll end up too much like him? We're just shirking responsibility from jury to judge to law and finally to God. To you. Where responsibility has nowhere left to go.
Good evening. Our top story tonight, Raoul Marx, convicted of the torture and killing of 12 women between the years of 2012 and 2019, was executed today by lethal injection. Present at his execution were the families of 4 of his victims, along with religious counsel and confidant to Marx, Reverend James Martin. Reverend Martin, who has met with Marx every week for the past 2 years, issued a statement saying how he hoped both the victims' families, along with Marx, could finally find peace in his death. Reverend Martin has refused to comment further on this.
Thought there would be some dignity in it, some semblance of fairness from it all, a bit of retribution to release him from the evil. There wasn't. There was no cushioning or appropriate timing or setting. It was raw. Naked. Perverted. To see him as the doctors moved around him, stabbing and injecting and mumbling to themselves about procedure. His life, your creation. We were viewing it like a TV show. A piece of fucking theatre. A season finale. For 2 fucking years. 2 years of waiting. He was given 3 injections. The first to sedate. Second, to paralyze the muscles. And the final injection stopped his heart. As they did it, I wanted to look away. I tried to. I kept staring, kept watching as he died. I just sat there for hours, staring. Just sat there, staring at this corpse. There was no sigh of relief or easing of emotion from us watching. One moment there was a man, and the next a body. A piece of fat and bone. Nothing changed. Not a goddamn thing.